We're back here in the locker room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app. We got Flyers hockey tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm psyched about it. Right now we have our Housemaster Home Inspection Twitter poll question of the day. Which Philly sports team are you enjoying watching the most? At Locker Room 973 or at 973 ESPN. You can cast your vote right now. Scooter, 25% say the Sixers. 75% say the Flyers. What say you? Keep the votes coming in. What time is it, Scooter?
It's time for the Locker Room's push to get Brian Propp into the Hockey Hall of Fame, which is sponsored by Wolf Commercial Real Estate. Is a full-service commercial real estate brokerage and advisory firm specializing in office, retail, medical, industrial, and investment properties in southern New Jersey and the Philadelphia region. They provide a complete range of real estate service to commercial landlords, tenants, investors, developers, banks, commercial loan servicers, guided by their total commitment to their clients and their community. For all of your commercial real estate needs, please call WCRE at 856-857-6300. And Paul Rumbos wants to thank the Major Medical family for all their dedication during these trying times in healthcare. Currently, they're looking for motivated individuals with degrees in biomedical engineering, specialty compressor pump mechanics, and administrative staff. Call 1-800-969-1300, extension 107 if interested. Major Medical also supports Brian Propp getting into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Now let's go to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome in Flyers radio personality Steve Coates, who you could hear tonight at 8 o'clock on 97.3 ESPN for the Flyers broadcast. Coatesy, how are you, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody today?
How you doing, Coatesy?
I'm good. Slider, what's going on with you?
Hey, listen, man, we're just pumped for hockey.
Well, it's certainly been a very interesting time right now in all of our lives, but the way they've handled it and the way we're playing, all the different things are coming into play. But I think the NHL deserves a lot of credit for what they did and how they've put this all together in Edmonton and Toronto. I think everybody's been very entertained by it. Some absolutely unbelievably great hockey games, some big surprises, and a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, Coasy, I think they've done a great job, and they've actually kept this virus thing pretty much out of it. You're not hearing about guys getting, the virus coming back or whatever going away. So they're doing a great job. What do you feel has been the best part so far? And it's not really, it's playoffs for the 16 teams, but you've got the round robin. What do you think the best part of the round robin has been so far?
Well, from a personal standpoint, the way the Flyers have been playing has just been a real pleasure. I mean, to watch the way that they handled Washington and handled Boston. This is a very well coached team, so that's been a real pleasure, as I said, to watch. When you take a look at all these teams, I was really concerned when we came back off of the break and what the true commitment was going to be by the players going up to Toronto and Edmonton. What type of games we were going to see. Was it going to be a tentative type of game? Was it going to be like, let's just go through the motions, get this done, and go home? And it's been exactly opposite of that.
Yeah.
I think that we've seen fighting, we've seen aggressive play, we've seen a lot of emotion from everybody. We've seen a lot of surprises. I mean, the things that have happened in some of these games, Columbus is down 3, they tie and win the game. Last night they're down. Yeah, they're up 3 with 3 minutes to go, and Toronto scores 3 and wins. So, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things happening. And I just think the hockey in general has made it great for me, and I know it's both for you, Scotty, and just great.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
I've been tuned in, man. It's been great.
I love Tortorella's comments after the game last night. He was kind of like, next question. He just had nothing to say after that meltdown. Well, listen, Coach, we've been doing this 12-week segment about Brian Propp. We've been doing a kind of a push to get him into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And you obviously have seen Propper through his whole career. What are your feelings about what he's done in his career for the Flyers and actually for 3 other teams that he played for in the NHL?
Well, it's one of the advantages, I guess, of being old, where I was old enough to remember. Proppy came here as a number 1 pick late in the 70s. I was playing in the minors. I already gone, but he was the real deal. I mean, from day one, you could see that this guy was a player. And you can always tell about, when you take a look at stats, and there's a lot of stats, and everybody has a disagreement on, what stats important, what that stats important, what's the total package that you need for the Hall of Fame committee to be able to take action in something like this. But first of all, when he got here, he never went to the minors. He never played in the American Hockey League.
Right.
That means that he was on it right at that time. I mean, he was ready to play in the National Hockey League, and he was an instantaneous success. He's still, among the leaders. Michael Redberg, I believe, is the number one. Dave Poulin, too, but I think he's third in rookie scoring in the history of the Flyers. And it just goes on and on and on. I mean, Brian Propp was a thrilling player to watch. He had a very powerful skating stride, knew where the puck was going when he shot it. That's half the battle. I mean, he knew where that puck was going. And the numbers speak for themselves. It's interesting when you take a look at the people that are in the Hall of Fame and their numbers, and then the people that aren't in with their numbers. And the one thing I think that, obviously, when you don't win a Stanley Cup, it hurts you. That's got to be part of that equation. Now, is it an important equation compared to the old days? Not as much. But I think Proppy still holds the record for most visits to the Stanley Cup final without winning a championship. Yeah. Is that a true statement?
5.
Yeah, I think somebody else has tied that now.
Five with three different teams. I think that's even more impressive.
Absolutely.
I mean, the 3 championships here. 79, the year of the streak, and then 84, 85 to the Edmonton Oilers. And then he lost with the Boston Bruins and then the Minnesota North Stars when they got beat by Pittsburgh.
Right.
So that's the thing that comes out glaring to me. Okay, he didn't win, but he was there, and he was a part of it, and a big part of it. So, you can argue it up and down, but okay, here's another one when you want to take a look at numbers that guys that are in and guys that aren't. Proppy has more points as a Philadelphia Flyer than Eric Lindros, but Eric Lindros is in the in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But I didn't look it up. I was looking up some of the numbers. I didn't look up points per game. One of the big things for Lindros was points per game, but I got to figure when you take a look at Proppy, he has over 1,000 games and over 1,000 points, so he's got to be right there.
He's .988 to be exact. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big. It's a constant debate among anybody in the hockey business about who, what, where, and I don't know. Has like anybody written a letter to the Hall of Fame saying that he should be nominated? Do you know that, Vic? Because that's how it all happens.
Well, that's what we're working on. We've had some contact with some of the guys on the committee, and try to kind of find what is the process for doing this. And I won't mention any names, but some of the people that I've talked to have said that it's really there. He does have allies on the committee, and there's people that do believe he's in there. But you got to get 14 out of 18 votes. So, but you need to push. And Mark Howe was on about a month ago, and he said he didn't even believe that he belonged in the Hall of Fame, which we felt was foolish. But he said the reason he got in was because Scotty Bowman pushed for him. And, Scotty Bowman is like whatever that insurance company's name was, E.F. Hutton. When Scotty Bowman speaks, everybody listens.
We're talking with
wasn't an insurance company, though, Scotty. That was an investment company. But that's good.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
We're talking with Steve Coates, Flyers broadcaster. We're talking about the Brian Propp push to get him into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And like Scooter said, Coatesy, we've had some great teammates with Brian Propp, Doug Crossman, Dave Poulin, and even Pulley said, like, being in 5 Stanley Cups and not winning doesn't make him a loser.
Oh, absolutely not. You were there. Right. And I'm a big believer in that. No, there's no two ways about that. This guy was a good player, a great player, and had a lot of success. And I got a kick out of what you just said, that Mark Howe doesn't deserve to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm going to have to sit him down the next time I see him and show him a couple of clips of him playing.
Yeah,
I mean, probably one of the best skaters ever. But it's I think time takes it takes its time. They changed that committee. I think I don't know how many times they change it every few years to be able to get fresh ideas and fresh looks at the type of people they want in the Hockey Hall of Fame. But there's no two ways about it. If you had to push a buzzer, if you're on a game show and somebody said to you, "Okay, does Brian Propp deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?" Yeah, push the buzzer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
his numbers show that. But there's probably a lot of people, without me even thinking about it off the top of my head, they're all sitting waiting for that same opportunity, saying that we've got the numbers too. But
well, Coatsy, we've had Scotty Mellenby on, Jeff Chikrin, Mark Howell. We've had Doug Crossman on. You know what? Each and every guy, when we start going over some of the stats, they're like, holy smokes, they're not even aware how good he was.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, those guys are, and you're talking about all the same players that had some great success here with the Philadelphia Flyers.
And another thing too, Coatsy, all the defensemen that we talked about all appreciated one thing, and Scooter can back me up on this: Propper's two-way play. He not only was good offensively, he was great defensively. Look at him in Poland, killed all those penalties.
Yeah, he had 20 shorthanded goals with the Flyers, and and his plus minus is up there, 288. So that tells you. I mean, plus minus kind of tells you a lot about a player. When now they call it Corsi, and they got all these numbers to make it more flamboyant. But basically, when you're on for more goals for as compared against, that pretty well tells you that you're a pretty darn good player.
exactly.
I think I was probably about a minus 150 when I played, but they weren't my fault. We had bad goaltending.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Goaltending makes a difference.
That's what I always said. But
Well, listen,
probably
Coachy, man, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you coming on today. I know you got a busy day ahead of you. You're going to be calling the game today here on 97.3 ESPN. We look forward to the call, and we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day today.
Well, guys, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I wish you all the best of luck on your ambition here, because you certainly are deserving of it, and I know that in two friends like you that he has, that's a big plus.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Coach. We really appreciate it, and we'll be looking forward to your call tonight.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there's Steve Coates. Awesome.
Yeah. So Locker Room's push to get Brian Propp into Hockey Hall of Fame is sponsored by Wolf Commercial Real Estate. Is a full-service commercial real estate brokerage and advisory firm specializing in office, retail, medical, industrial, and investment properties in southern New Jersey and the Philadelphia region. They provide a complete range of real estate services to commercial landlords, tenants, investors, developers, banks, commercial loan servicers, guided by their total commitment to their clients and their community. For all of your commercial real estate needs, please call WCRE at 856-857-6300. And Paul Rumbos wants to thank the Major Medical family for all their dedication during these trying times in healthcare. Currently, they are looking for motivated individuals with degrees in biomedical engineering, specialty compressor pump mechanics, and administrative staff. Call 1-800-969-1300, extension 107 if interested. Major Medical also supports Brian Propp getting into the Hockey Hall of Fame.
And, of course, Steve Coates appeared live on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. I want to remember the first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents and brokers, lenders, home builders and developers, and attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. And just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up the first hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.